course, we're keeping our focus on issues ahead of the 2019 general elections. How well are we set security-wise for the elections? Olatubosu Abolarinwa is a security expert. He joins me from our Abuja studios. Thank you so much indeed for coming on the show. Let's take a cue from the submissions of the Lagos CP Edgar Limohimi. Security for elections next year, he says, will cover land, sea and air. What are your first thoughts, though? What impression do you get on that?
Well, it's really easier said than done, and I want to really take him for his words. There's a lot of complications surrounding securities, and I wouldn't want to limit my thoughts on security to Lagos State alone. I would like to look at Nigeria as a whole. As it is at the moment, we have a security situation that is tensed in most parts of the country. The whole of the middle belt is currently bleeping red, while we have the situation going on in Kaduna currently at the moment. We also have packages of insecurity situation in most parts of the countries that needs urgent attention. Against this backdrop of existing security challenges, I really think the security apparatus needs to really be rejigged and ask themselves some sincere questions to know whether we are really ready to go into the 2019 election with this situation. Another thing I'm going to look at as well is that the complicity and the implication of complicity of security agents dabbling into electoral situation is another thing we really need to look into. The Lagos State Commissioner of Police himself came under a lot of fire in the recent primaries in Lagos State, where some politicians are calling for him to be removed. All those are also part of things that we really need to look at if we really want to secure lives and properties. I want to seize this opportunity to remind the federal government that if people are not secure, we cannot say we are having election. It was recently practiced in Osun State, where the presence of security did not prevent loss of lives during the Osun State gubernatorial election. The presence of security agents and their complicity too has also led to people being scared away from coming out to vote.
At the background of your submissions, what do you expect the police be doing now in getting set for the elections in the areas of training, for instance?
Okay, there is a training that they need to train themselves. If they have not trained themselves by now, it's never too late for them to come in on a lot of training. Don't forget that during this election, we have security challenges with the terrorism, kidnapping, and different political crises, religious crises is still ongoing in major parts of the country. So there is no special training for election. It is the same training, the same antibiotic that we're going to use to take care of the existing problem that we just need to imbibe. Not only sending thousands of police to man election, while we don't send thousands of police to area where there are crises. So if they can take care of the crisis we are facing today with the existing training they have, with the training they have in the pipeline, I believe that running down to the election date, we won't have much of a security problem, provided their men are well trained in all areas.
Because the fears are growing, and what we had in 2015, where the NSA could not guarantee the protection of lives and property, just at the brink of when we were to have those elections, leading to a 6 weeks postponement. Are we inching towards that kind of scenario?
Sorry, can you come again on that, please?
In 2015, the NSA did say that he couldn't guarantee the security of lives and property, which led to a 6 weeks postponement of the elections. Are you looking at the scenarios now playing out to seem to suggest that we may be headed towards such kind of concerns, if you will?
Yes, I can say, or I can categorically state that if the trend of insecurity we have at the moment is sustained or is not curbed, I will not be surprised if there is another postponement of election, because nobody knew as of 3 weeks ago that Kaduna will be boiling as it is boiling today, and we don't know where next problems are going to come from. So if we have the kind of red light flashing in almost every state of Nigeria, I will not be surprised if the NSA comes out again to say that they have to postpone election as a result of that. And if postponing election will guarantee safety of lives and properties during election, so be it. We have to go for it. We did it the last time and we were able to conduct election after the postponement. So if we have to postpone election for police, army, navy, DSS to prepare themselves well to protect lives and property, then I think it is doable. We can do it.
We're looking at this situation where we understand that ballot papers for the presidential elections, I can imagine also will be quite long. We have about 70 people running for the office of the president. Election results announcement may also be longer than we've ever experienced. What, in your view, would you recommend to try to have security in place during those points and during those processes when they are happening?
Like I said, there is no rocket science in protecting lives and properties. It is similar to what we have been doing in the past, protecting universities, protecting our roads, protecting our waters, protecting our air. A lot of money has been given to the security apparatus to do this. And as long as there is the political will on their part, and they are being very, very professional in their job. Something is happening at different police stations now where we post one police officer without a gun and we expect him to stop a thug who is carrying a knife or who are having weapons on them from carrying ballot boxes. I think that needs to be reviewed urgently.
That would be a good place to let it rest. My apologies, because we're actually out of time. Olatubosu Abolarinwa is a security expert. Always a delight having you analyze issues with us here on State of the Nation. And also to you for being part of the show. Thank you so much indeed for watching. I am Gimbo Umar, and this is State of the Nation. Bye for now.